Hello, hello. I am Ashley, and 5 weeks ago I had a proximal row carpectomy on my right wrist, which just so happens to also be my dominant wrist, making it all the more interesting. This was to treat my Kienböck's disease, which is a vascular necrosis of the lunate bone leading to carpal abnormality. Put another way, it's when the lunate bone, a tiny little bone in your wrist, gets cut off from the blood supply, so it ends up deteriorating until, at least in my case, it eventually shatters, which is what happened with me, and it happened in a weird way. I've done a number of videos on this. You can watch all of those here to give the full kind of rundown of what happened and what led up to this. I'm making this video here to give an update on the whole process, as this is 5 weeks out and I've had a number of my new YouTube friends, fellow PRCers, perhaps even fellow Kienböck's diseasers, asking me questions, because this is not a very common surgery, I don't believe, but I believe it is even less common for Kienböck's. So that's what this is all about here. I have been wearing this splint pretty much all the time. Take it off to shower. I might take it off like occasionally here and there if I'm, whatever, trying to do a video and I don't want this big blue thing in, I might take it off. But I find that I feel a lot better with it on, although my physical therapist just yesterday suggested that I take it off for an hour here and there, just because it will help support additional movement. But I will take it off now to show you the scar and to show you the movement, the mobility, which is not much. It is not very much at all. Okay, so here we go. That's the scar. You see, it's quite small, quite dainty, so that's good. It is still quite tender up here, and it is still a little bit swollen up here. When it comes to movement, you're looking at it. So just for comparison, this wrist, I can do that. This is the equivalent. I'm trying to bend it and it won't. Prior to surgery, because I had the deteriorated bone in there, the shattered bone in there, so just to show you. So pretend that this is this. Prior to the surgery on this wrist, I could go probably there versus here. Or I could go probably there and I could get it to about there. I couldn't do flat. I couldn't do a push-up. I couldn't do a burpee because I didn't have I didn't have a flat. I couldn't get flat and I couldn't get the support. So this is a lot less, and certainly this is a lot less. So this is this is this, right? It's pretty crazy, but it is still very early in the healing process. If you want to do the side to side, I got about that versus, I got a lot of range of motion over here. So that is all that it is. Something that's been kind of freaky is to the amount of atrophy and the muscle definition that I have lost. So I can touch my fingers here, which is kind of crazy considering over here at that same spot, it's like an inch. And also I have not been lifting weights at all. So this probably would have been bigger before, a little bit meatier before, because I would be lifting weights. I have not been doing much of anything. So that's kind of weird. And even like my hands feel frail. Like they feel like I got a couple extra decades of wear and tear on my hands. So what I've been doing with physical therapy, or part of physical therapy, is I can still have my hand down flat, and I'll try to just kind of flex, like push my thumb into here, my palm, just to try to get a little bit of that muscle to flex just a few times, and I'll kind of hold it like I'm like feeling the burn, I never thought that this would be my leg. Woo! Let me go work out. Let me go lift weights. But here we are. Life throws us curveballs. All we can do is, I don't even know what to say with that. All we can do is do what we can do to try to make it the best and learn from it and move forward and yada, yada, yada. But some of the exercises that physical therapists have me do is, for the first one, it was just having it at my side and like flipping it around. Then it was picking up marbles and picking up 3 marbles and then putting them into a little cup or whatever to try to get some of those muscles and ligaments moving again. You have a towel flat, you try to scrunch up the towel and then you push the towel out. The interesting thing about a hand is it is like a universe. Your hand is like a universe because there are so many intricate little ligaments and bones and muscles and all these different things in there that play a really important role in your hand moving. I don't know, the more I just think about, I study technology a lot and AI a lot, and we're so fascinated by the outer technology, but we are such an advanced piece of machinery. And I'm reminded of that when I'm working with my hand again, because wow, our hands can do so much. They are such a miraculous, incredible piece of technology. So when you get an injury, when you get a couple bones removed, it's a process to try to get it to function again normally. So I doing this video because some of my YouTube friends and fellow Proximal Row Carpectomy PRCers, and maybe even some fellow Kienböck diseasers have asked me for an update on my mobility. So here you have it, folks. It's not a lot, but I believe it is, I guess, going as planned. Piece of advice, a tip I have for you is get a jar opener. So I recently got like a little electric jar opener because I couldn't open jars. I mean, let's be honest. Obviously, I cannot open it with my right hand, but since I am right hand dominant, I can't open it with my left. But even if you are trying to open a jar, you use both hands because you have to stabilize the jar to actually open it. So couldn't do it. I got a jar opener and it's pretty cool. I'm really impressed with the technology. You plop it on, you push a button, it has this whole thing. One thing holds it, one thing spins it, it pops it off, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed by that, and I'm amazed by our human technology and the things that we can do. So when we have an injury, it's a reminder of how miraculous we are and how resilient we are as well. And yeah, I'm going back to the doctors on Friday. So in just a couple days here, I go back to the doctors and we'll do another x-ray, I'm sure. So I will let you know if there's any updates with that. Feel free to let me know if you have any comments, anything that I did not cover in this video, and I will do my best to report back. And I will get back to you soon to let you know any updates, any developments. If you have any tips, pieces of advice, pearls of wisdom, please share them below. I appreciate